Okay, so when you have a new client coming into your office, you need to stop, gather yourself, and think for a moment, what does this person really want? Because chances are the answer is not just a chiropractic adjustment. Welcome to the FlowScribe podcast, a show where we help you grow your clinic with practical tips for marketing, client support, and building treatment programs that you can passively use to turn your clients into raving fans and a referral army. Hey, this is Doc Yates at the FlowScribe podcast, brought to you by FlowScribe.com. And today I want to discuss the importance of considering and delivering what your clients really want. When you're seeing a new client, you need to make sure that you are delivering that. And I want to talk about 7 important things that people want, not just as a client, but as what people want in general. And if you can help deliver these 7 things during that first appointment, chances of them staying with you and becoming a client for life and telling their friends are really, really high. You're going to put those percentages through the roof and you're going to grow your practice way faster than your competitors. So let's dive into it. As I said earlier, the main reason they're coming to you is not to get an adjustment. It's probably not, if you're an acupuncturist, it's not just to get needles. Chances are that they don't even like needles, and chances are, based on statistics, most people don't like getting their necks cracked or their backs cracked. It freaks them out. But they're there because reason number 1, they want to feel better. And it doesn't matter what modality you're using, you need to make sure that you're putting your focus into making them feel better. And to do that, you have to make sure that you're listening to them. You have to listen carefully. Don't start thinking in your head as they're speaking, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Wait, fully listen, fully empathically listen. And sometimes, even if you can't make them feel better on that first visit, the fact that they can sense that you are fully listening to what their concerns are when after they just came from their doctor, who gave them literally 5 minutes of prescription and kicked them out the door, just that alone is going to make them feel better. So number 1, it's not about the modality, it's about the results. Make them feel better. Number 2, people generally don't want to just feel better, they want to look better. So if you can tie in your services in terms of, this is not only going to make you feel better, it's going to make you look better. And looking better doesn't just mean how someone looks physically. It can mean like how they look and what they're able to do. So if you're able to restore function and people can see them being more active, that also makes them look better. So number 1, they want to feel better. Number 2, they want to look better. Number 3, they want convenience. You need to set up things in your office to be as convenient as possible. The fact that you're a practitioner, that people need to come to see you, is already inconvenient. So you better make everything else as convenient as possible. Parking should be convenient. Booking should be convenient. Billing should be convenient. Asking questions and getting a hold of you. Getting information about their programs. Getting follow-ups. All of that stuff should be set up so that it's really, really convenient. Because there's so many things now that are switching to being automated online, video, Zoom, etc. You're not there. We need you to be really convenient. The 4th thing they want is value. Now, don't confuse value with cheap. People are like, I don't want to have to reduce my prices. I'm not encouraging you to get into a race to the bottom when it comes to prices. Value is not the same as price. You could be the most expensive practitioner, the most expensive acupuncturist, physio, or chiro in your whole city, but you still might be the most valuable because what you give, the experience that they get, goes above and beyond. For instance, let's say we've got 2 chiropractors. One office you go in, hey, how's it going? Lie down on the table, crack, crack, snap, snap. See you later. That'll be $40. Wow, that's a really good price. The next client comes in. They come in. You're greeted. You're asked how they're doing. You know about the relationship. You know about them. You make some adjustments. You check to see what their alignment. You give them feedback so that they know what's going on. They leave the office. You also provide them with diet plans. You provide them with emails, updates, other information about their immune system, things that they can do to help prevent these types of things. They give them stretches, videos that they can follow. And you charge, let's say the last person was $40 and you're charging $120 per visit. Chances are that person is going to be a lot more satisfied than someone who just walks in, lay down, snap, crack, $40. Then if you give all of that, they'll be just as happy. When you are looking for those clients who want real value, you're not looking for the clients who just want, that are just looking for the cheapest experience. You're looking for clients who get real value, who offer real value, and then they will happily pay for real value. Number 5, people want recognition and they want status. Now that goes two ways. One, they want recognition from you, and that's very easy. You just be a polite person, be a polite practitioner, have bedside manner, make someone feel important. If you're late for the appointment, say I'm sorry for wasting your time. Don't just say, yeah, I have all these other people, they're more important than you. No, I'm sorry for wasting your time. Make every person feel important. There's an expression that says, someone who wants to be important will do everything to make them feel like they're the most important person in the room. But if you're an actual important person, you make other people feel like they're the most important people in the room. So if you want to actually be important, make everybody else feel like they're even more important than you. So give people the recognition and the status that they want. They will appreciate it. They will appreciate their respect, and they will keep coming back. The 6th thing that they want is motivation and support. The vast majority of people, especially now with the amount of information in the information age, with AI and everything, chances are they already know what they need to do. They could figure out the stretches that they need to do on their own. They could figure out supplements that they need to do. They could figure out diets that they need to do. And they may not be dead on, but they're going to be pretty close. For pressure points, they could figure it out. How to stretch the joints that are locked up or subluxated. They could figure that out. But they want you to do it, 1, because we mentioned earlier, because it's more convenient for you to do it. 2, what they want is motivation and support. Because if everyone, with all the information, the fact is people have just as many issues as they did before, despite the fact that we have access to all information. They need the motivation and support. So don't forget that that's at least half your job. Half your job is when someone leaves is to support them to do the exercise. And remember, when I said we were doing active listening early on, you want to double down on their pain points, because pain is the best motivation. And not just physical pain. People are coming to you for physical pain. That's an easy one. You want to find out, okay, what is this pain preventing you from doing that you want to do? Someone comes in for back pain, they're like, yeah, I've got back pain. Well, everyone gets back pain almost. It's such a high percentage. But why are you coming now? And what do you want to be able to do? What does this prevent? Is it preventing you from playing with your kids? Is it preventing you from being able to do your work properly? What is the motivation that's behind the pain behind the pain? If you figure that out, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to keep people motivated long term. We're not just trying to motivate based on superficial pains, but on deep pains. Number 7, the last thing they want is they want a relationship and they want trust. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be their friend. The doctor-patient relationship is a relationship, but they want you to have a better relationship, chances are, than other practitioners they've seen who don't necessarily give them the time of day. They don't want to feel like you're just the next kind of like credit card walking into their office. They want to feel like you care and that they can trust you. They want someone they can know, they like, and they trust you as a professional, which means that you need to be professional with them at all times. Just because you're professional doesn't mean that you can't crack jokes, doesn't mean that you can't ask them about their friends and their family and what they're doing that weekend. All of that thing's part of building a relationship. But they want to know that when they come to see you, that you have their best intention in mind and they can trust. And that's for all fields. Like I'm 43, been driving since I was 16, like most people. And I just in the past year found a mechanic that I know, like, and trust. It's really hard to find people that you know, like, and trust. And when you do, I've told anyone I know now who has had any issues with their car, I've told them about my new mechanic who I know, like, and trust, because he's always in my best interest. He's never trying to get me to do something that's not in my best interest. And when we talk later in different episodes about upsells and all of those things, you're still doing all of these things only when it's in someone's best interest. It is when we're dealing in health, if you can help someone and you have the ability to, and you're not telling them about it, or if you're not telling them that they can pass that information on to your friends, then you're doing them a disservice. So remember, when we get later on to different podcasts about upsells, you're still not trying to push on things that they don't need. We're trying to provide an additional service to things that they do need to make it even more convenient for them. So remember, new clients booked into your office for a consult. Before you even go into them, take 7 seconds, 7 deep breaths, whatever it takes, and remember these 7 things that what they really want and what you need to be able to deliver to them so that you can have a long-term relationship with them as a client. I hope this was helpful. This is Doc Yates signing off. Thanks for tuning in to the FlowScribe podcast. To learn how FlowScribe can help build your clinic, go to flowscribe.com.